Good morning. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, and this is Relationships Wednesday. We've been waiting for this time all our lives.
Yes, we have.
And of course, my name is Anixi.
And my name is Susan Jeroge. Welcome to the show, guys. Today's show is
Deep.
yeah, it's heartfelt stuff, man.
I even want to use big words like enumeration. We'll be enumerated
what?
into our sanity.
What?
We'll be put back on track.
Okay.
Right path of life.
Okay.
The light is coming down.
Guys, today's show I'm so excited for. We have incredible guests on the show, as usual. And you know, we always start off with, you know, these trending topics. So we give you the tea. We tell you what's going on in Nairobi. And then after that, we go into DMC.
Deep, meaningful conversations. And for our topic today, which is mental health.
Yes.
Which is something that's very rampant now because we are fast approaching the month for mental health awareness.
It's now. I don't know what you mean we're fast approaching. It's September.
No. There's an actual particular holiday for Kenyans. Okay, not a holiday,
yes.
but there's a celebration for
This
it.
is the month for mental health awareness, the month dedicated to raising awareness.
Yes,
Right.
and it's crazy because we have the craziest panelists. We have people who've been through it.
Yes.
We have experts on the same.
And people
but
who
anyway,
offer out-of-the-box solutions
yes.
to it.
But anyway, stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Later on, we're going to have Keeping It Real. And that's exactly what we're going to do.
Why are we keeping 100? So be sure to send us all your questions, any questions you've ever had on mental health, what it means to you. Send us those questions by tweeting us using the hashtag KTN Life and Style or messaging our Facebook page, which is KTN Life and Style.
And then later on, we're going to have our gal Violetta with all the tea on tonight on KTN.
You heard.
But first things first on the social. Madness internationally and madness locally.
Yes, always.
But let's first start with this McDonald's story.
You guys.
Did you see?
Okay, so
Okay,
let me
why
ask
am I even
yeah,
smiling?
because
This is
I-
crazy.
No, yeah, we shouldn't be smiling. It's really bad.
Yeah.
Someone was attacked. But what's happening in America? Is it some... Okay, no, Flint. There's a place, Flint, Michigan, that has a serious water issue. Is it that? Is it like more of their water is contaminated and there's something going on?
Oh, and then now everybody is contaminated because of the water.
Yeah, but anyway, we have gone off on a tangent without letting you guys in. So basically, an Ohio woman was attacked by a McDonald's manager.
Yeah.
So she orders her food, she gets her food, she goes outside, she was giving her food to her kids, and then she realized that the order was wrong. They got the order wrong. What she had ordered is not what she got in her food.
Yeah.
So she went back into the McDonald's to ask the manager
could
to
change
correct
my
yes,
order,
and
yeah.
change the order. The
But
manager lost
what she
it.
got instead was a blow, and her entire eye was like literally falling
The injuries
out.
are crazy. Half of her face was completely swollen.
Yeah.
She had a busted lip.
Yeah.
Her eye was...
But you know, getting deeper into the situation, yeah. So here is a whole manager. First of all, by the time you're being promoted to the level of a manager,
Yeah.
meaning you are actually low-key qualified, especially when it comes to interpersonal skills
Right.
and customer relations. But it seems like that's not the case. And even if that's the case, again, mental health awareness. Maybe this guy is depressed.
is
Maybe
not
he's going through
100.
issues.
Yeah, because honestly, that reaction doesn't make any sense, guys.
Yes, that's a bit ridiculous. If that were Kenya, by the way, mob justice angepata, huh? Let's
First
not
of all,
even-
angechapwa in return.
that's the thing.
But
Wangechapana, mob justice would have happened, and anyway, I hope that guy gets arrested and gets what's coming for him.
yeah, and I hope she's able to recover because that was so
That was a
uncalled
bad
for.
injury.
Yeah.
Also, imagine how the kids actually got to so that.
Yeah.
People, even if you're ruined and your life is gone, don't ruin it for the young people
And
coming
there's no
up.
need to physically attack any... Why?
Violence is
Change
never
the order
a
or tell her that
solution.
you can't change the order, but I don't see the point of hitting somebody.
Yeah, true. Me
Anyway.
neither. Let's talk about Tekashi.
Hey, snitches get stitches.
Also, snitches end up in ditches. But here's the thing. Tekashi belonged to a gang.
Train 9. They call it Train 9?
Yeah. And he went to jail, of course. He's been in jail. He's been rapping. He's been meloding for everybody in jail. And everybody's been feeling the jail system lately. But here's the thing. Tekashi decided to out everybody who was part of the gang.
Guy is singing like a bird in court. As
Yeah.
in he's being shown pictures. He's like, I don't know who that guy is. I don't know. But this one I know. This is his name. This
Yeah.
is where he lives. This is what we did. This is how you get initiated into the gang. This is...
you know, the sad thing is we all can almost see what's going to happen to him.
Right.
And I feel like he needs to stay longer in prison, so maybe I feel like he's more protected in there. Because the moment you come out and you've been outing people from a gang, first of all, he has so much hood in him. And you know how these hood people in America, how they all end up? They all get shot,
But
dead.
you know the thing is,
it's crazy.
the reason he's spilling the tea is so that he doesn't go back to jail. So he's even explained it, that there's a structure within the gang,
Yeah.
in prison and out of prison.
Yeah.
That's how you stay protected when you're in prison, when you're part of the gang.
Yes.
But I think a man went to prison and just said, even if I'm protected, this prison life is just not for me. It's not my portion. So now because
I just wish him
he
well.
had so many felony charges against him, the only thing
Yeah.
he could do was sing like a bird and then, I don't know, move towns and change your name and cut your hair and get plastic surgery.
But I just hope you know what's coming for you and you get as much protection as you can.
He just has to put everyone that could kill him in jail. He
Which
has
is
no other
a
choice.
lot of people.
That's what
That's
he's
the
saying.
thing.
That's why
And
he's
these
talking
people
every day.
have brothers and sisters and relatives and friends. So you take them to jail, their friends are out there fighting for them.
But let me tell you,
Dear
Nipsey,
Lord,
when
have
you're
mercy.
in jail and you're realizing you're gonna be in jail, so you know he was a PR thing for that gang. I guess he wasn't like completely innocent.
very
or anything,
educated.
but he was their good-looking little figure out there.
Tekashi,
Yes,
yeah.
as a rapper, someone who was making money, so he was like good PR for the gang. Now.
Anyhow, let's wait and see what unfolds. In other local news, better news, let's talk about Cake.
Kate, okay, first of all, she's a favorite of mine on social media. Hi, Kate, if you're watching the show. So Kate, you guys might know her as Kate the actress. She is in several award-winning Kenyan series, and she's been in a couple of movies as well.
And she's now a really big producer in the industry.
Yes.
Oh, she's making mad moves.
She's just it, man. Anyway, she announced that she is pregnant. She's expecting.
Yay, I wish we had confetti. Producer,
No,
next time you should have
honestly,
confetti on the show.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Woo! Congratulations,
Baby
Kate.
number is baby number 2, yeah?
I think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's baby number 2. So they tried to keep it a secret, and you know how social media is. You better tell us before we all tell everybody about your business. So
It's very crazy how
That
on
happened.
social media everyone is calling out each other for being pregnant. People were asking.
Wait, people are calling each other
Riri-
for being
No,
pregnant?
no, calling out. People were asking Riri if she was pregnant. The other day, I think I
Oh,
saw
man.
Miley
Oh,
Cyrus
yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
And I'm like, Elodie Zone.
Oh,
was
yeah.
asked whether she
Oh,
was
no,
pregnant.
but Elodie actually came out and told people.
She said no.
She was like, this is tears,
She
this
said
is some
it's
KFC.
some debonaires, some
Love the
Steers.
confidence, girl. But at the same time, I mean, it's interesting how people just want to make rules for you. By 30, please get a husband. By 30, oh, please get a
People
child.
are there asking
oh, by
you
30,
like, oh, Mbado.
this is the
Nibaya.
21st century. We are evolving. Please keep up. We are really
Not
moving
in that. If
fast.
you're so invested, you will come and live in that house with me and my husband
Yeah.
and solve any and all problems.
But again, we have to talk about the Kenyan church scene,
Guys,
which has gone very international. So what kind of image do we want to be known for out there? This is a genuine question. Use the hashtag Kenyan Life and Style. Let me know.
yes.
So you must have seen by
I've
now
seen
Pastor
the video.
Nganga's video.
Videos,
Videos, yeah.
But the most recent one, which is the one that went viral, is the one where
Internationally.
he was slapping this young boy, and then he just went on to slap like half of the congregation that came out to the front, close to the pulpit of the church, and then the video went viral. Snoop Dogg.
But then
yes,
the moment
as
Snoop
in
Dogg has uploaded
the
a video
Snoop
new.
Dogg, and the other guy is called DC Young Fly as
Yeah.
well, shared Pastor Nganga's video. I mean, they
Over
obviously
millions of views.
yeah, put like they put like a twist on it. I thought it was pretty funny, but guys, this is the message we're sending out there, that we go and praise and worship and slap kidogo.
Yeah, and you know the funny thing is he still continues to get so many followers in his church.
Oh my God, it's packed.
The amount of brainwash, I would think it's brainwash, that's happening is crazy. I wouldn't stand to see my child, my brother, my sister, whoever being slapped. Not even just in public, even in private.
My question
That's
is,
violence.
when you're going to the front, yeah, because you don't have to, right? When you're going to the front, like what's going through your head? Because you've seen what's now happening to people.
Yeah, I think this is what they call witchcraft, though, because I've never understood witchcraft. Because I don't understand what Pastor Nganga is doing, so I'd put them. Say what's up,
Anyway,
group.
guys, tweet us and let us know what you think about this whole church situation and this publicity that we are getting by our churches.
Yeah.
Now, Ochungulu?
Ochungulu.
Ochungulu family, Ochungulu. Guys, these guys went and found, you must know them, they are the band band, singing group, musical group, yeah?
Yeah.
Behind the famous song, Biginji, Imekulwa na Ndongi. Which was a code went from this viral video of this little Meru girl who said the phrase. And guess what? They went and found her.
And you know, the things that trend in our country
honestly,
are very interesting.
You know, the other day I was having a conversation with someone and they're like, is it because Kenyans are sad? Like, we're just resorting to humor. We're actually really stressed, I think. But anyway, the Uchungulu family found this girl, the famous girl in the video from Biginji, Imekulwa na Ndongi. And they have decided that they are going to pay her fees for a year. They're going to pay her school fees for a year.
Yay, more confetti. We need confetti on this show.
No, seriously, shout out to you guys. Because, I mean, obviously you've made a hit song and you're going to profit off.
Yeah, that's true.
Of her phrase. So that was a really good way
it's the same story with Steve, the Steve Simple Boy.
Oh, yeah,
it's the same thing that happened with him, So if in case you're wondering what to do with your life right about now, just be yourself, be crazy, put yourself out there and take it on.
You know?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Damn.
But anyway, that's all we had on the social.
I think so.
Yeah. Unless you have more mad stories to give us, use the hashtag KTN Life and Style on Twitter. Now we should get into the main topic of the day, mental health awareness. We're talking about depression, social anxiety.
Yep.
What else?
We bipolar have disorder,
OCD.
OCD.
The list is long
and endless.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is raising awareness for people to understand mental illness is in fact a real thing. And just the way that you check on yourself when you're physically feeling off, I've woken up on the wrong side of the bed and feeling a bit.
But at least we are sure it's not a mental illness thing.
No, I'm okay. I mean, we'll talk about that on the show.
Okay.
I'll tackle all my personal mental health problems on the show today. But yes, just making sure that it's real and having the discussions about what exactly it is to figure out what you're going through and whether you need to get a diagnosis or not, what it means to be on medication and all other questions that you might have. So like she said, tweet us using the hashtag KTN Life and Style and message our Facebook page, KTN Life and Style. Or you can actually message us directly.
Yeah.
So on Twitter, I'm @Njoroge_, and on Instagram, I'm Sura Common.
And on Twitter, I'm Mete. Mete is MIITII. And on Instagram, _Nixie. Right about now, we're going to get into our deep, meaningful conversations. But before then, let's have a look at what people had to say on the streets.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Go Mental. My name is Warime. Now in today's video, I shall be talking about my celebration of my 4 years with struggling with depression. I know that statement sounds very strange, but I decided to call it a celebration of this struggle because inside that struggle, inside that painful process that I've had to go through, the initial 1 year after my diagnosis, the ups and downs of the relapses and being in a good place and the anxiety disorder. And I mean, within that whole battle that I've had to experience in the past 4 years, there's still a lot to celebrate. Somewhere at the back of my head, when I'm down, I know it's my God who's kept me here till today. And then something else also I know for a fact is that He's given me strength and conviction to be able to speak out about my condition. Believe me, it is not an easy thing to share with the world about such a highly stigmatized disorder.
Hi guys, welcome back to the show. If you are just joining us, you are on KTN life and style. And this is Relationships Wednesdays. Now, today we are talking mental health. We want to raise awareness and what exactly mental illness is. And I want to introduce the great guest that we have with us. I have, I want to say your name correctly, Warimi. Yes. Warimi Karingi. And we have Ariba Olembo. Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are you doing today? You woke up very early in the morning to come to our show. We really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Also,
Yeah.
you look super lovely.
Oh,
I love that
thank
your hair
you.
matches the top and
Oh,
your skin
thank you.
tone.
Yeah, is it a
Thank
whole
you very
thing?
much. No, it was just by coincidence.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just work out for you like that.
Yeah.
And you don't
It's a great shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
just to put it out there.
Yeah.
To get some
Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much for bracing our show. Of course, you're an ICT operator, an ICT consultant,
Consultant,
which
yeah.
is very, it's interesting to me because most of the times when you have a very interesting story behind you,
Yes.
which is something you'll tell us in a few. But what I find interesting is most people in the society, and when you fact check with people on the ground, they normally say that people with such critical jobs like technical departments, finance departments.
Even yes.
Okay,
you
well,
see on the
not
mic.
doctors or lawyers as well.
Yeah.
Lecturers or rather teachers who teach in things like physics. Like we've always had it growing up that they are most likely to go through something like depression or anxiety,
Yes.
maybe because of how critical your all operations must be on the ground, I imagine. So maybe you would tell us your story and then try and expound on the fact that, is it true? Is it because, first of all, you're in one of those departments that people think, wow, it makes sense that you actually have such an interesting story?
Okay. From my experience, I think
Could you put the
an-
mic closer?
anyone can get a mental
That's
health
true,
condition.
Yeah.
So just imagine how complex your brain is, and also imagine the fact that it's such a complex organ in your the different types of disorders that may exist. So it's a wide
Range,
it's a
yes.
wide range. So it depends on what specific mental illness you're talking about. But
Right.
in my experience, it affects
Anyone and
it's across the
everyone.
board. It can affect almost anyone.
True.
Yes.
Okay, so did you go through proper clinical diagnosis? And what was your experience to get to that point?
All right. Most of my life, I think I coped with it. But one
I
thing.
know it's awkward, but just put it closer so they can
Okay.
hear.
But one thing I can say is that from around the year 2007,
Yeah.
and I can even remember the exact day,
Oh, wow.
I felt something was not wrong.
Right.
It just came, something just came over me. I felt extremely weak. I felt like my breathing was labored, and I remember telling my friends there's something that is wrong.
Yeah.
So I didn't know exactly what the
What it
problem
was.
So I went to see a doctor, and for months I was treated for chronic fatigue syndrome. I was treated for so many other conditions that were for fibromyalgia and all these things.
What is that
because
even? What is fibro?
It's just a condition. I mean, one of the main symptoms is pain and things like that.
Ah, okay.
So after seeing an endocrinologist for months and
Yeah.
months and months, and having all sorts of treatments being administered, and nothing is changing, my endocrinologist finally told me, have you ever seen a psychiatrist?
Okay.
So that's the first time I did go and see a psychiatrist. I believe it was in the same year.
Okay.
And lucky enough, the psychiatrist was able to through running some tests, was able to identify at least two mental
okay.
conditions. So I think one thing I would like to emphasize is sometimes depression or other mental health conditions may present themselves with symptoms that you would find in other conditions.
Right.
So it's always good to check, because one of the biggest victories that you can have in the battle with mental health is actually discovering what it is that is afflicting you, because you may go for years or for months with the wrong treatment or with no treatment at all. So I was lucky in the sense that I was able to see a psychiatrist, and early enough, I would say, he was able to diagnose mental health illness.
Right.
Yeah. I can continue, or
Yeah.
I can.
No,
It's a
we were
long
talking
story.
about
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
symptoms that can be shown when you're suffering from mental illness that are symptoms of many other diseases. And you talked about being really, really tired and stuff, and even sometimes getting to the point of having your breath, not full control of your breath, or even being in pain.
Yeah.
But there's also like lack of sleep that usually, and even lack of appetite, or too much sleep,
Yes.
or too much appetite. Did you have those?
You've got it exactly right. The fatigue is something I cannot describe.
Yeah.
It's complete fatigue, especially once you start going into major depressive disorder. There were times I couldn't get out of bed. I just didn't have the energy to get out of bed. So I was physically sick.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how your brain, and we take our brain for granted, your brain controls all those things. So I spent the times I would even live on my sofa because I just didn't have energy to get out and go to bed.
Wow.
You know, so one of the overriding symptoms was extreme fatigue. Whether you sleep
Or
the
you
whole
don't.
day and you sleep the whole night, you're just tired.
Yeah.
And it's a fatigue that just robs all the energy from your body. So it inhibits your ability to function as a normal human being.
Yeah.
Because if you're constantly tired, then work becomes hard.
Yes.
Interactions with other people become hard because you're
It takes
more
energy.
or less bedridden. Because for some time I was actually bedridden. What else? Yes, loss of interest in things that previously were interesting to you. So, like for me, to this date, I'm not interested in sports at all. And I played sports for many years, but I have no interest. There's all this craze about Premier League and rugby, which was a sport I played a lot and I loved a lot when I was much younger. But now I have no interest. I just discovered yesterday that there was a Rugby World Cup, which is, I know my friends there will be very disappointed in just the fact that this was our guy, he
was
played
a thing,
Ruji, this guy, and I have no interest. In soccer, I have no interest. But lucky enough, I've been able to find other interests
Okay.
and other pursuits. So that lack of interest, the complete fatigue, loss of appetite,
Yeah.
sometimes too much appetite. So things like you feel worthless,
Yeah.
because of course it will come.
Yes.
If you've just been lying down and not doing anything for a long time, you start feeling
And then your
worthless.
mind also is going on a spiral.
Yeah, and then also we live in a society, so if you have a partner or you have a brother or you have a friend who you live with, they start looking at you and wondering what's up with this
What's
guy,
wrong?
you know, and they can't understand why you're behaving
They're
the
like,
way
"So you
you're
wake up and go to work.
behaving."
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
You're
why you
feeling,
so-
yeah.
And many, something that you get a lot, even from people who matter a great deal to you, is that you're lazy. And imagine if before you get the diagnosis of some mental health condition, imagine also you feeling, why am I so...
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you start, when people keep telling you, it sticks in your subconscious.
Yes,
Oh my God, I'm
you're
actually
right.
lazy.
Yes.
Exactly.
Look at what my friends are doing. Look at where I am.
Yeah.
God, that's crazy.
Yeah, so one thing I tell people is that you have to practice at strengthening your personality, because as you've said, a lot of the time what will aggravate your symptoms is worrying a lot about what people say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have developed this attitude of knowing what I want, and going for it and setting my own targets. And if someone comes and is not happy enough with them, then I just don't beat myself
It's
up
a them
about it.
issue.
Yeah, I don't beat myself
Yeah.
up about it, because if you will, with this condition, you have to look after yourself.
That's true.
Yeah, and I mean, would you want me to go into like some of the things that you
No,
do? or-
definitely would like you to tell us that, yeah?
Mhm.
And of course, it starts with self-awareness, yeah?
Yes.
But we're going to talk about that in just a minute. We're going to take a short break. And also, unfortunately, we cannot have Waremi with us right now. But we wish her well. So, yeah, let's take a short break. We'll be right back.